Sylvester Stallone, the tragic real-life story and secrets. Sylvester Stallone's journey from underprivileged beginnings to Hollywood icon is a testament to the indomitable human spirit. Despite facing countless challenges, he defied the odds and etched his name in the annals of stardom. From his upbringing in New York City to conquering the world, like a true champion, Stallone's story is a rollercoaster of perseverance, determination, and an unwavering passion for his craft. Let's delve into his remarkable tale where he almost experienced death. And let's get started. Stallone was born in the year 1946 in New York City. During the birthing process from his mother, a complication emerged that required the attending physician to use forceps to deliver the baby. Unfortunately, the forceps were the cause of the accident, which resulted in Stallone's facial nerve being injured. This resulted in his face acquiring the sagging appearance for which he is famously recognized. Stallone did not have an easy childhood because his parents did not get along very well while he was growing up. They ultimately got divorced, and Stallone had to spend some time in a children's home after they split up. Stallone did poorly in school because of the emotional difficulties he was dealing with at the time. He was expelled from several schools due to behavioral issues and was unable to keep up with the intellectual pace of the class. Sylvester Stallone was struggling as an actor 6 years before the release of Rocky, when he was sleeping in the Port Authority and doing menial jobs like cleaning the cages of lions at the Central Park Zoo and getting sprayed with a fire extinguisher by a co-star. He was cash-strapped. According to his statement to Playboy, he starred in the 1970 pornographic film Party at Kitty and Stud, which he describes as softcore and claims would receive a PG rating by today's standards. Because I was at the very end of my rope, he claimed. It was either do that movie or rob someone. Rather than resort to extreme measures, you might say something like, instead of doing something desperate, I worked 2 days for $200 and got myself out of a bus station. In the end, the sex film was never released, as Stallone put it. But following Rocky's breakthrough, Stallone was offered the chance to buy the rights to it for $100,000. Despite this, Stallone reflected, I wouldn't buy it for $2, and my lawyer told them to hit the pike. When you're hungry, you do a lot of things you wouldn't ordinarily do, and it's funny how you can readjust your morality for the sake of self-preservation, he concedes. My initial reaction was, perhaps we're in for an art film here. Brilliant. Rocky IV in 1985 almost ended with Dolph Lundgren's knockout of Sylvester Stallone. Stallone told the press at the Cannes Film Festival that he almost hated the Swedish karate master turned action star at first sight because he was too perfect, but that his feelings changed after watching the film. Stallone claims that Lundgren was almost too effective. He hit me so hard he almost stopped my heart, Stallone remarked. To paraphrase, I told him, why don't we simply do it? Give it a shot at knocking me out. Just let loose as much as you possibly can. The next thing I know, I'm being rushed by helicopter to the emergency department, and I end up spending 4 days in critical care. Plus, look at all these nuns. Stallone told people in 1985 about the incident. He had heart problems before he was taken to St. John's Hospital in Los Angeles. He claimed that while filming a training sequence in Wyoming, he felt something snap months before Lundgren's huge blow. He later described the sensation as being struck by a streetcar named Drago. Despite the near manslaughter, Lundgren and Stallone continue to be good friends. I was quite amazed by how good Sly could fight, Lundgren told the New York Post. I've been in actual battles and have had to practice acting tough. His dedication was unquestionable. Sylvester Stallone faced significant challenges when his son, Sergio, was diagnosed with autism. At the time, autism research and funding were not as advanced as they are today. Stallone and his then-wife, Sasha Czech, struggled to come to terms with their son's condition. In 1985, Stallone revealed in an interview with People magazine that they dealt with Sergio's struggles separately, with Czech taking on most of the responsibilities while Stallone focused on his acting career and used premieres to raise funds for autism research. The actor expressed his heartbreak over his perceived inability to connect with his son, acknowledging that there was no conventional father and son bond between them. Stallone had to adjust his approach and become Sergio's playmate, putting aside his ego and joining in whatever activities his son engaged in. Communication was challenging, and the primary therapy involved the repetition of words and instructions. Despite the difficulties, Stallone made efforts to bond with his younger son, creating the nature-inspired playground in their yard where Sergio could find solace. Sage Stallone, the eldest son of Sylvester, died at the young age of 36, bringing the Stallone family heartbreaking tragedy. Atherosclerosis, a disorder of the heart marked by the accumulation of cholesterol and lipids in the arteries and resulting in constrained blood flow, was blamed for Sage's sudden death in July 2012. Sage experienced a heart attack brought on by cardiovascular illness, according to CNN. Sylvester had to deal with unsubstantiated claims that Sage's death was due to drug use, even though just Tylenol-style pain medication in standard doses were discovered in his system, which added to the tragedy. Sage was looking forward to a bright future and had even made appearances in some of his father's movies. At the time of his unexpected death, he was about to get married. In a heartbreaking message, Sylvester expressed his deep sorrow and pleaded for the public to honor Sage's legacy and be kind to his mother, Sasha. In recognition of the enduring effects of the loss of their life, Sylvester begged for his son's memory and spirit to be allowed to rest in peace. Losing a child is unbearably painful. Sylvester Stallone has also had to contend with a strained relationship with his half-sister, Toni Ann Felitti. According to Page 6, Stallone reached a confidential, multi-million-dollar settlement with Felitti during the peak of his fame. The details of the settlement were not disclosed, but it was described as a shakedown. Felitti had accused Stallone of personal injury, including physical injury, allegations that he vehemently denied. Stallone's mother, Jackie, characterized the situation as a drug addict seeking financial gain, stating that Felitti was taking 65 OxyContin pills daily and resorted to threats. The settlement was seen as an attempt to put an end to the conflict. Sophia Stallone, the oldest daughter of Stallone, experienced health issues of her own. Just a few months after the devastating passing of Toni Ann and Sage, it was reported in October 2012 that Sophia will have heart surgery in December. Sophia needed a heart valve procedure at the age of 16, having already undergone cardiac operation as a newborn to treat a heart abnormality. Fortunately, the procedures were successful, but Stallone and his family suffered as a result of the combined weight of these setbacks. Stallone's wife, Jennifer Flavin, has referred to the unique connection between Sylvester and Sophia while underlining their common gestures and interests. Although Stallone was said to be inconsolable by his son's passing, he opted not to speak about it. Sophia Stallone overcame significant obstacles and graduated from the University of Southern California in May 2019 in the communications sector, continuing her father's work. In August 2019, Sylvester Stallone's stepfather, Dr. Stephen M. Levine, faced serious legal troubles. He was accused of conspiracy to commit healthcare fraud when allegations stating that he and his associates wrongfully profited from federal funds by referring unnecessary home healthcare services in exchange for kickbacks. The reported amount involved was approximately $58 million over 3 years. Interestingly, this was not the first time Levine was involved in legal controversy. Previously, he had been accused of involuntary manslaughter in connection with the death of his first wife, Myrna, due to an alleged overdose of the painkiller Demerol. Levine eventually pleaded guilty and lost his medical license for 6 months. While Levine remained silent on the recent allegations, Sylvester's mother, Jackie Stallone, expressed disbelief and claimed there must be a mistake. The National Enquirer reported that Levine admitted guilt and cooperated with authorities in exchange for a reduced sentence, potentially avoiding a lengthy prison term. The stepfather drama added another layer of complexity to Sylvester Stallone's personal life and family history. Last but not least, Sylvester Stallone, despite his immense success with the Rocky franchise, shockingly revealed that he does not own the rights to the iconic character. While he earned a significant amount from the initial Rocky film, receiving $2.5 million, most of his payment came from net points, or shares of the net profits. Stallone disclosed that he made $75,000 for Rocky II and received millions in net points for Rocky III. However, he admitted that he could have earned much more. Stallone claimed that his attorney at the time advised him against pursuing ownership in the franchise, stating that no one receives a stake in such ventures. That's all for today, but we'll be right back soon. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next one.